Understood. Orders understood.
And welcome back, everyone. Ellington here, and as you can see, we're back on Total War Rome 2, and we have got ourselves a 2 versus 2. This one was sent in by Medusa. Right off the bat, we had a little bit of a sally out there. Got some cavalry coming out, seeing they might try to snipe the artillery, but the Athenian player, right on, cue, quickly getting his crew out of there and pushing forward units to block, so he just takes his cap back. Smart play. Now, like I said, this one was sent in by Medusa. Medusa here playing Athens. Now, his ally today, we have Chimeria being commanded by DJ. For the defenders, we have got Pergamon being commanded by King David. And though we can't see him, we also have Epirus being commanded by Y. Jacoby, maybe? Y. Jacoby? This is on the map Alexandria Aracosia. This is the small version of it. Usually there's a whole hell of a lot more to this settlement. But, like I said, 2v2. I believe, and Medusa let me know if I'm correct here, I believe this is probably tourney practice for the Total War League Siege Season 8, maybe? I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm sure that he will let me know in the comments section, because, Medusa is a champ and is awesome. Yeah, just so you guys know, if you didn't, now you do. Anyways, like I said, I do think that this is practice. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the siege video, the tournament videos that I've been, not just myself, but that myself and multiple other of the content creators for Total War have been making for the Total War League Siege Season 8. I mean, we've got Bubini, we've got Marketable Skills has been making his own. Pixelated Apollo's been making videos. Pope John Paul, the YouTuber, has been making videos. So yeah, kind of a conglomerate of a bunch of different people, each YouTuber kind of taking a group section from the tournament. So yeah, very cool stuff. I've got 2 matchups up, so 4 different battles from 2 different matchups. And they're good stuff. Go and check. There is a playlist for all tournament battles, and they're all in there. As you can see, we've got... So far, this has been pretty standard that I've seen the attack on this corner here. We did see a team attempt an attack here and here, but they got boxed out of this area and were basically forced down these 2 paths, and it did not go well for them. But this area seems to be far more friendly to the attackers. A lot more gap here, a lot more space, a lot more angles for the attackers to hit. While over here, it's just, there's not a whole lot of ways to get at the defenders, especially if they put a sally out over here to keep you from bringing your archers to flank the outside. So, as you can see, like I said, we have this one. Now, the defenders pushing Illyrian levies right up to the walls, obviously leaving a little bit of distance so that when the wall collapses, they don't lose a ton of men. You have Chimerian heavy archers immediately outside the walls, a bunch of steppe spearmen. Chimerian noble infantry is right here at the get-go at the front. For the defenders, pick Peltus. The 3 pick Peltus for the Pergamon player. That means that there is a lot of Javies on the defender's side. So you gotta remember, all the Thorough Spears and Agema Spears all get 5 ammunition. All these Peltus get 10 ammo. So that could be a bit difficult. More Illyrian levies pushing up for Epirus. Sorry about that. Then we have Thorax Swords from Athens beginning to make their way forward. So far, not a whole lot going on the right. I'm curious as to if the defenders may send out some units to be a nuisance. Might buy them a little time over here. do have slingers on the wall. He's got them stacked up like this, though. What you probably want to do here is try to draw your slingers out as far as you can, facing this direction, obviously. What would happen right now if an archer came up here and started shooting at this, they'd get all the... See how there's like... Well, we can't see them now, but there were 2 lines of men on this side of the wall facing this way. So if archers came up and shot right there, they would get back shots on all those slingers. Which is bad, by the way, if you didn't catch that. Over here, we have archers up on the wall. See how he's slung out? Look at that, look at that. Look what happened here. So it looks like maybe a thorax sword or something was up here on the wall. But no, it was like a thorough spear or a Nagima spear, one of the two, was up here on the wall, and look how much they lost. Probably due to the scorpion towers would be my guess. See how they got the scorpions on them? Good little trick. If you don't want to waste your scorpion ammo on like towers, make the towers face the other direction. There's nothing to fire at over here. But on this direction, as soon as something becomes visible, your towers are immediately going to waste all their ammo on it. So sometimes people will take like these towers that they're not using, they'll face them backwards, and then after a little bit, after more stuff becomes visible, they'll turn them back around so that their scorpions shoot at better things instead of wasting their ammo. Lyrian levies coming out. They're not going to pursue. I think that's the right call. Athens really quickly drops his 2 equipment here. He was well and ready for that to come out there, so he was ready to get right back into the combat.
Yes, Commander.
We do have Illyrian levies up on the wall. Looks like they're trying to do some jabbies down at the thorax swords. Also probably to, slow down that thorax sword if it did land. I think the Illyrian levies, I don't think this is going to hold very long. What I mean is I think they're going to give it up pretty fast, especially with Athens coming up on the flank here. Once these archers get up here, the Cretans, once they're up here, they're going to have really, really good shots on the back end of this. Watch out, we got cavalry, left-hand side, light horse coming out. I don't really know what he's going to go for. He's got the river crossing here. The other one's blocked by Scythian hoplites, I think. Nope, Chimerian noble infantry. Now, the downside to Chimeria is Chimeria basically has 0 javelins. So that is one big kind of sucky thing about Chimeria is you lose one of your biggest defenses against cavalry, which is javelins. So if you think of something like Chimerian noble infantry, will they take a charge? Well, yes. You could charge the front of a Chimerian noble infantry, and they're probably not going to take that much damage to it. But they can't punish you back, right? So you could come in, charge, and then run away. Charge, and then run away. Charge, and then run away. You will lose some men, yes. But if you had a javelins, what happens when you go to run away? You go to run away, and they go pew, 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 and they kill a bunch of you as you run away. But by the way, they are facing the wrong... Well, not the wrong direction. Kind of the wrong direction. They're facing this way, which is towards the battle. It's just if the light horse had come in and charged, they would have gotten a rear charge. Got to be careful over here, though. Got the Rhodian slingers and the archers all kind of shifting forwards. And then he is bringing some thorough spears back, which is the right call. Because you got to remember, he still has his artillery, and he still wants to use it. He's getting good volleys, 31 kills. With the angle of this artillery, we saw this in one of the tournament videos. They put an artillery over here, and it gives you this really, really nice shot down this avenue right here. So it makes it hard for the defenders to line up reinforcements to begin to defend the corner. Because what happens, they get blasted to hell. Ow. So the Pick Peltis getting hit pretty hard there. Let's see. Oh, man. He was at 31 kills the last time we looked. He's 73 now after that volley. Good kills. Another volley coming in. Ugh. Ugh. Look, it just... You can't miss. You just can't miss. With the way they are set up right now, you cannot miss that shot. 101 kills. So that is 3 volleys that we've seen that he has gotten 30 kills. No, 2 volleys. Sorry. So now we have thorough spears from Epirus shifting forward. Watch this. Watch this. Are you still firing? Come on, Medusa. Fire, fire, fire. Because watch, they're all going to clump all together. Yes! Oh, that hurts. 150. Oh, my God. Another volley. Because watch, as they're standing there, and all these troops are trying to march forward, then they're stacking up on top of each other in the process. So as he launches volleys down this avenue, he's just racking up kills. And those are valuable units. Those are, like I said, the PIKES. Those are, you know, thorough spears. That's a lot of javelins. Lyrian levies, excuse me, are engaged up front. We've got Chimerian noble infantry, 2 units of them coming in, and that's not a bad place for them to be, right? Because Chimerian noble infantry don't have the greatest armor, especially for a hoplite unit. They only have 80, so they are highly susceptible to things like archer fire. You can see Epirus trying to do something about that. But as of right now, Chimerian noble infantry can put their full weight to bear in this combat because there's really nothing there to stop them. Especially Lyrian levies, they're not going to stop anything. They're a speed bump, right? Noble infantry, 41 kills and 52 kills, but here comes the danger. Here's the archers of Epirus. Now, we do have Cretan archers that have come up from Athens here. We got 2 units. All 3 units, excuse me. So, I thought they were maybe going here, but they are not. Or are they now? Okay, now they are. It does look like they are shooting the PIKES now. I thought I saw volleys happening back here, but... So, on this side, we have 2 breaches on either side of the gate, which is going to allow them to neutralize it. And they are coming in with thorax swords and thorax swords. I think he might be using formation attack. Just remember to probably get rid of that. In this situation, probably not what you want to see. We do have the Scorpion of Chimeria getting pretty good shots right down this corner way here. 76 kills now. He was just at 68, so he's getting good kills. Oh my God, Medusa, what are you doing? Stop it! 289 kills now. And he still has ammo! Are they learning their lesson? Just barely. Oh, man. A lot of archers also died here. It looks like the Chimerian heavy archers were able to get engaged on that, which is good. That's allowing those Chimerian noble infantry to keep being engaged in the front. They do have the concern, obviously, of the PIKES here, but the PIKES from this direction are firing straight into combat, which is not the greatest. Now they've turned around. They're firing at the breach. That's probably a good call. This is why this is a nasty place to attack, right? Because these archers can support that other attack. Light horse shifting around. You can see the Hippeus Lancer General shifting to kind of shadow that. It's probably the good call there. PIKES and thorough spears really, oh man. Oh, but the PIKES are gone. No. The other one looks like it's going to try and get out though. Well, maybe not. He was running, but maybe his unit was just doing like a adjustment. Sometimes when you give a command, like an attack order, it'll like move over here and then shoot over here. I think he's going to hold off on here. I don't think that Medusa's going to commit much more troops to this side just yet. I think that what he's probably thinking here is a bit more progress on this side, then that puts pressure on this breach. That probably opens up the capability of probably pushing. I'm a little surprised that the Cretans haven't come over to shoot into the back of this. Maybe he just has decided that he doesn't feel that it's worth the ammunition, which is honestly probably a good call. Because remember, all this is Illyrian levies, so 119 kills, 131 kills, and almost a chevron each. Well, this one's only about halfway to a chevron. Okay, he is going in. He did send in a thorough spear here, and at the same time shooting the Chimerian player shooting into the back of that. So those are Galatian swords. Then on the other side, Thorax are just getting wrecked by PIKES and archers. That's rough. That's a tough fight. Tough fight. But here we go. About getting through. There we go. Now, does he have units? Okay, he's got another unit ready to go right in. Though he may possibly send it there. I think you go here. Get this unit to hit that, and then you bring the other unit around. You really want to be getting engaged here. But before you do that, you probably need to get rid of these. So maybe an archer here, you might be able to get those gone. Even better probably would be an archer right here to shoot up onto that wall. They don't want to go here yet, because that archer right here would be able to get really good sword side shots. PIKES getting back behind the line just in time. Chimerian Noble Infantry shifting their shields over to deal with the archer fire. Light Horse still just kind of being out there, being a nuisance.
Yes, Commander. At the double. Forward.
Sorry, just kind of looking around here. They still have that archer up on the wall, and that's being kind of a problem. They could maybe take like this really weak unit, put it on this tower, and just go threaten it. That might get them to just run away. Pergamon kind of counterattacked, so he actually pushed forward. But to be perfectly honest with you, look at this. The gate is fully in the attacker's control now, which means that they've got shots going all the way back to, what, about here, looks like? So basically any defense within this area is just going to get shot.
By your command.
You know, going over here as well. So Pergamon going forward, I'm not sure that I fully agree with it. One, you're overpowered, excuse me, in this general area. You know, what the attackers can bring to bear in this spot is more than what you can bring to bear in this spot. We do have archers in that are pushing away though, so that's a good call. And as you can see, they did get rid of the ones on the walls. We have another Chimerian Noble where'd you go? Stop it! Sorry. Another Chimerian Noble Infantry. So this is one of the ones from the corner here that has come over here and is attacking. He's got 211 kills. Light Horse all the way back on the other side now. Just got to be careful with these archers. Keep an eye on them. Where'd they already go, and how many kills did he get? 296. Nice. Very nice.
Advance at speed. Double time. At speed.
Game of Spears, gone.
Double time. Advance at speed.
But now they have the opportunity that they can push forward into this, because once again they got rid of the archers that were here threatening them.
Back now.
The Game of Spears here throwing into the combat. Chimerian Noble Infantry, I think, just broke. No, here they are. I don't know what I was just thinking. 230. If you can get another chevron on this, I think you're in a good spot for kills. Remember, each chevron is worth about 500 gold worth of kills. So Chimerian Noble Infantry, they're like, gosh, 1090 or 1120 or something like that, if I remember right. You know, so you need to be getting at least 2 chevrons probably out of this unit to make it really, really worth it, right? You got 300 kills, but you only got, you know, 1 chevron. It's not the greatest kind of kills, you know. Though in all reality, the Chimerians, they're kind of here just as, I would say, sponges, to be perfectly honest with you. They're in a bit of a tight spot because they don't have a whole lot of killing power outside of their archers and slingers and such, right? And when I mean that, I mean both sides here. So for the attackers, you've got Chimeria and Athens. Athens, you have like the Thorax Sword, you've got the Cretan archers, right? But you don't have a whole lot of punch, not a whole lot of oomph. Well, the same thing kind of goes for the defenders. You have Epirus and Pergamon, and neither of them comes with the greatest punch or, you know, real kind of killing power outside of javelins. So for the javelins, that's it. For the defenders, that's their biggest kind of killer, is going to be the javelins that they can bring to the table. They do have some pikes, levy pikes here. They are defending over on the far end, a couple units at least. For the attackers, really, it's going to come down to their archers here, I think. It's going to be rough walking through these, trying to get through all these javelins with an 80 armor hoplite unit. Chimerian Heavy Archers, 151 kills, 98 kills. Where are the rest of them? Here we go. 130 and 170. And they still got ammo, too. They probably at least have about a quarter, I would say. Now, for the Cretans, we got 146, 73, and 94. And they all also still have ammo. So, once again, for them, I'd probably say close to half on some of those. 219 on this Chimerian Heavy Noble Infantry, excuse me. 91 men with 222 kills. That's not bad. Still pretty far from a second chevron, though. Now, he's going to make it through these 2 units probably pretty easy. Might have a little bit more trouble with the throw spear, because by the time he gets to it, he's pretty hurt. 86 out of 160. But he does have another Chimerian behind, ready to support. So what does this turn into? So the final point is here on this size of Alexandria Rakosia, which means you have 2 options. You have this push and you have this push. Both of those options are guarded by Levy Pikemen. Levy Pikemen have 35 base morale, so your goal here is shoot the crap out of them and hope they run away. You know? You don't have much of a greater option. Rhodian slingers are going to get up on this wall, walk over here, and look at this. Levy pikes already know it. They said, hell no, we're out of here. They saw those Rhodian slingers laying on that wall, and you got archers moving forward. Those Levy pikes said, we're getting the hell out of Dodge. Both of them, look at that. The smart call, though, right? That is probably the one thing you have going for you as the defenders, is you have pikes. The attackers didn't bring any pikes. So once their ammunition is gone, the attackers do not have a good answer to those pikemen. So as the defenders, if you can waste the ammunition of the attackers before your pikes need to be used, you might be able to pull this off by throwing in your pikes, right? You know, because if the defender or if the attackers can't do anything about them, it doesn't matter how sucky the pikes are. If you don't have a pike, or if they have the chance to basically just stand here and you can just have to walk through them, the pikes are going to do a ton of damage. Now, this is a bit of a problem. Epirus did not go Cretan archers. He brought 3 regular archers here. So that creates a little bit of an issue for the for the defenders, excuse me, because it does take away a little bit of their capabilities to possibly keep the attacking archers at bay, maybe. Though they would have been pretty outmatched already for the archer fight, so maybe they just decided to concede it as is. The light horse got into some sort of combat. I'm not particularly sure what with. So they got in combat, or something got them here, maybe javelins. Okay, so nothing pushing this flank yet. The Rhodians are setting up on the walls, but they're, I think, right? Where did they go? Thorough Spear and Cretan, so where the hell did the Rhodian go?
Ready for orders.
When the hell did they get over here? Okay. He must have gotten down off the wall and walked over here. Probably coming over to maybe get ready to do something on this. Archer fire beginning to shoot over into this side. Now, if they could gain maybe just a hair bit more room here, the archers might be able to get a better shot into this. 33 kills, 21 kills. Chimerians and the Cretans still have ammo. Oh, they're running away. Why you run away? Yeah, I'm not sure what giving up that ground really did. So we got Samnite warriors going versus the Chimerian nobles. Archer's still shooting, got 32 kills, got another Samnite ready. The Pergamon archer's just getting destroyed. But remember, more arrows sent into these things means less arrows to send into these things. Oh, at first I thought they maybe even had a Hellenic Royal Guard general, which will be another pike and a better one. Samnites are probably going to need to get into this. Now the attackers wanted, the archers might be able to move up a little bit and get a better shot into that. And they may do it now that the Pergamon archers are gone. Oh, the Thorough Spear's just getting destroyed by other Thorough Spears. There's a goddamn tree in the way. Now did they... Yep, they changed targets onto the Agema Spears. And the archers are now shooting the Agema Spears. Oh, they do have a third pike. There we go. No, they have 4 pikes. Oh, this could be bad. This could be a bit of a problem for the attackers. It all depends on how much ammo they have left. Rhodians should have plenty. They have 45 kills, and Slingers have a gazillion ammo. So they should have plenty, and they might be sneaking up to try and get right into these pikes, right off the bat. Okay, so the Emperor's pikes have now set up.
We await your command.
Then the Royal Peltis General shooting into the Thorax hoplites behind. Rhodians are firing. Yep, firing at the pikes. I knew it. He may want to either shift them probably this way, take away that fire lane, but he doesn't even realize they're getting shot. He's probably paying attention to this right now. Though to be perfectly honest with you, well, yeah, because Pergamon, I think he just has the 2 pikes and his general. So Emperor kind of leading the defense at the moment. The Stalemate warriors holding out against the Chimerian noble infantry. 360 kills. 2 chevrons. It's down to 20 men though. 145. Chimerian noble infantry, they do have 41 melee attack, which is not bad for a hoplite at all. It's just whether or not you can get them into a clean combat. Yeah, advance at speed, guys. The Gema Spear kind of went in, but then went out, I guess. Empress Pike, 160. Are you out of ammo? If you guys are out of ammo, no, you got ammo. You got ammo. Yeah, they've all got ammo. The Rhodians was at 99 kills, 82 kills. But the Pikes did back up. They said, I don't like that. Get your men out of there. I'm a bit surprised we haven't seen more fire coming in on these guys, though. And I'm guessing a lot of these guys have already used their jabbies. Yeah, throw spears have their big spear out, so they have. It's hard to say with the swords. They're pretty depleted, so you kind of hope that they used all their javelins, but it's hard to say. Oh, and they've got elephants! Look at that. They're the mercenary Indian elephants. The one thing I don't like about elephants like this, they've been hurt, by the way. I'm not sure to what, but look at, they're bloody. What? Anyways, what I was going to say, the one thing I don't like about them is they're not very well armored, so archers and stuff are going to do a lot of damage when they shoot them. Same thing, you know, any javelins that the attackers may have left. Look at that, the Chimerian Scorpion, 166 kills. This is rough right here. The defenders look like they are not going to be able to hold that side. They might have to commit these pikes, like, now. They have another Samnite. Looks like they're probably going to bring that over here, then defend this side with the pikes and the Royal Peltist. One of the other pikes going to defend the tower here. Elephants are going to go in. Problem is that a lot of this stuff over here from the attackers is pretty good against elephants, or has good countermeasures. So shield wall, hoplite formation, so on and so forth. Step 0 also have 30 bonus versus large. So see what shield wall does. Oh no! Stop it! Don't do that! The hell are you? That was a terrible idea. Terrible, 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 horrible, terrible idea. Oh, that hurt. Don't ever. If you just sent an elephant in, don't ever. Oh no! Run away! Oh God. This is bad. This is really bad. And he's actually pushing the Royal Peltist under the elephants. Oh my God. I really wish that this game showed friendly kills. That is huge. That is a huge mistake. So the elephant's going in. Fire shot right off the bat, but not even before the fire shot happened, the Royal Peltist charges in behind the elephants, and the elephants, boom, immediately, sorry, I didn't mean to bump my mic, go out of control and immediately turn right back around through the Royal Peltist and back into their own lines. This elephant got way more than 106 kills. The unfortunate thing is a lot of those were his own kills. That hurts. And that is huge. Huge, 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 huge. That Royal Peltis was a big... They needed that. That Royal Peltis is a really good unit. He's down to 80 out of 160. It might even be just worth sending him over here to deal with those things. Even then, he probably wouldn't be able to kill them all. Ugh. And they still have something. They've got some sort of ammo that they're launching into the Pikes net.
Double time! Orders understood.
They are also continuing to push stuff over to the other flanks. Because to be honest with you, at this point, the defenders don't have enough to cover everything. Put the Royal Peltis on the wall. Put him on the wall. Go kill the archer. You kill one thing, then you can kind of consolidate again. Kind of. Your Royal Peltis is not healthy enough to take on all of this, I would say. He's pretty, banged up. He's 80 out of 160. So you would probably end up, by the time you got to the Thorough Spears, you probably end up losing to it. Pikes don't seem to know which way they want to go. Levy Pike's actually going to push into combat over here. Maybe get the same thing happening here. Sam Knights, yeah, man, I don't know. What I think I would do, I think I would take the Sam Knights to try and eliminate, because Sam Knights should be able to beat all this, especially if you use the Royal Peltis at the same time. You have to hold this as long as possible. The Pikes are doing okay, so you use these two units to come back here and clean up everything behind your lines. You should be able to defeat these three units with your Royal Peltis and your Sam Knights. Now, with the Chimera Noble Infantry General coming in, it's hard to say. Probably not. Not with that in it now. Levy Pikes, 156.
Fire on the enemy! Fire!
They even have 24 kills. Nice. On this side, this is where you run into a problem as the attackers. I think they are officially out of ammo, which means they have no answer to this. I think really what's going to come into this is the attackers, by exploiting the back end here, I think that's really what's going to be the deal breaker for the defenders, is that they just, once again, don't have enough to deal with everything. But right now, the attackers don't have a very good way through these areas. The Rhodian Slingers are shooting point blank into the pike now. They're shooting the Levy Pikes, though. The thing with the Levy Pikes is they might be able to do enough damage to get them to break because of their low base morale. The Pikes have 45, while the Levy Pikes only have 35. Chimera Nobles in combat on the Sam Knights. 1-to-1, the Sam Knights should probably win that. But you do have other units back here. You have the Royal Peltis went up and did kill the Cretans. And he's trying to get down to engage the Thuros. Now, by itself, they might be able to take that fight.
Double time! At the double!
So let's see what they do. Actually, you do have some depleted Sam Knights that might be able to do a little bit of help here. They're not pursuing it, and I think that's the right call. I think you play defensively. If they decide to advance, then I think you counterattack and kill them. Over here, I think that taking the combat here, I don't know that that was the right call. It could be they just wanted to keep this neutralized, possibly. You do have the Levy Pikes coming in. Sam Knights are losing, but the Chimera Nobles are being forced off of this combat. Thorough Spears are going to come and try and assist them, though. It's just stalemate. The attackers are basically having to try and force the defenders' hands everywhere else because they don't have what they need to get through these. I know I've said that a couple times now, but it's true. This probably isn't the answer. I think what he was trying to do is maybe try to force his way into the ranks. Because you kind of can sometimes. Sometimes what happens if you watch it, you know, as they're getting killed over here, sometimes you'll see men make it their way into the formation. And with a low morale unit, you might be able to, you know, get some morale damage there. Thorough Spears backing off of the Sam Knights. The Chimera Noble Infantry went onto the wall. A slightly damaged Chimera Noble Infantry coming down here. Sam Knights 97 kills with a Chevron, not bad. Holding still there, I think that's the right call. Light Horse did come in behind, but now the Hippeus Lancer Gen going to come in and catch them. So Light Horse is going to be down.
Advance! Charge! Engage! Forward!
Chimera Noble Infantry, I think we're trying to get off the wall, but the Pike's holding that pretty well, so he probably has the best shot of coming over here.
At the double!
Got heavy archers up here, but they're out of ammo. 2 chevrons, 315 kills. May not be a bad idea. Send a Sam Knight. Send the Sam Knights over here. Royal Peltus up here. Try and catch him sleeping. Yeah, this is tough. It's all going to come down to how the defenders play back here. If they have to pull this off. They have to play very, very, very smart. They have to be conservative here, I think. I don't think you can't be too aggressive. You can't get these 2 units right here outflanked. So right here, the Levy Pike, you're kind of putting yourself in a bad spot, Pergamon. I don't think that's a right call. Bad call. You just put yourself in the spot you can't be in, which is your Levy Pikes not in pike formation. And you can see he's desperately trying to fix that mistake. But the Chimera Noble Infantry dropping off the walls into the ranks of the Levy Pikemen. So the Levy Pikeman's probably going to break. He's very tired, and he's not in formation that he needs to be in. I think he breaks. He's desperately trying to reform that. Now remember, by pulling out like that, he affects his morale again. It's broken. Now that that is broken, I think this collapses. Sorry, I think this collapses. The Gema Spear Gen holding this spot. Okay, now everything from the attackers is now over here. So you can see the Royal Peltus General also trying to move. The Levy Pike, the other one now trying to line up. Sam Knights holding their ground for now, but eventually they will lose this. 45 men left. This is becoming really interesting, actually.
As you command.
So when you're done with this, right, you finish this off, Pike. So you can't go there. Means you need to move over here. Now, what you do, you stack this side with the better units that aren't pikes, right? So you have your Royal Peltis, your small Sam Knights. I would put your Agema Spear over here. Because as of right now, they cannot get through this, I guarantee you. That Levy Pike is in its best position. Don't move forward. Wow. Shit. You have a tower here. I don't know. I think you stay here. What you could probably even do is, you know, defend maybe a little bit further back with, like, your Agema and your Pike, you know, like this and this. Possibly. Then you leave this stuff over here. The other Pike came back, by the way. Levy Pikes, they're going to break. And that's GG. I think once that breaks, it's probably going to be army losses kicking in soon.
Yes, Commander.
Yep. I think that's GG. I think that's it. It's going to be a bit more, like, you know what I mean, defense here, but I think in the end what's probably going to happen is army loss is going to kick in. What will probably happen here in the next, you know, little while is they'll probably lose one of these generals. One of these generals is probably going to die. They're both hurt, right? But they're not dead. I don't believe. At least. So they'll probably lose one, at least, and then that will trigger the army losses. Chimera Nobles charging in. Neither of the generals going in quite yet. The archer's going to come around and just be a nuisance flank here. You do have this small Levy Pike. He might just barely hold this area. Maybe. Royal Peltis going the center. Pike unit coming over to the flank. Too little, too late. Yep, army losses. Look at that. They didn't even lose a general, but they're going. This is going to hurt. Capais Lancer charged the Royal Peltis. Royal Peltis not made to take on a charge from the Capais Lancer.
Understood.
But the elephants might be a little bit of a problem. Bodies of the elephants will disrupt charges. Just a heads up if you didn't know. Notice, look what happened to the cav unit. The bodies of the elephants broke the charge. So not the greatest charge by the Capais Lancers. And that's not a player thing, that's just, you know, the elephants. Levy Pikes broke. So now the archers come in for the flank, and that's probably GG. That, you know, the defenders actually, I think, did a pretty good job here. I think that Pike fiasco there, I think, is what lost them the game in the end. I think if they had kept doing what they were doing, I think that they actually might have pulled this off. All right, so first off, DJ437 as Chimera leading the entire game, 2,470 kills. The archers, man, look at that, 200, 315, 166 on the Scorpion, and then his Chimera Noble Infantry did really well, 307, 360, 244, 198, pretty good, pretty good. Medusa as Athens, 1,797 kills. Archers all did really well. Slingers did really well. His infantry did fine. It did pretty good. 296 on this ballista. For the defenders, we have King David as Pergamon with 1,405 kills. I am a little confused. Is that... Hold on. He brought 3 archers and 3 picked peltists. I don't know of any rules that have ever allowed for 6 range units. You know, I've heard of 4 and 1, or... Yeah, like, I don't... So usually, if anything, you add up to 5. So I don't know. But picked peltist, unfortunately not doing the greatest. Archers, eh. And then, I hate to say, I think all in all his infantry was pretty well just outmatched. Same thing with Epirus. I think that he just, unfortunately, got tanked through, and then the elephant fiasco. Oh man, that just hurt me in my soul. Same Knights did pretty well though. 99 kills on a Pike's not bad, and they were pretty healthy, but unfortunately army losses. But that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.